Do you mind me eating? I'm still kind of getting over the stomach virus. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Hope you don't mind. I didn't have any lunch, so I'm still trying to get over a stomach virus, which I actually wanted to do a video of today. I know it 'tis the season, and what happens is a lot of people get sick either from the seasons changing, or some people just start to get sick just because, you know, it's time for us to all get sick around this season. What I wanted to do today is I basically wanted to talk to the individuals who end up having, you know, a lot of vomiting, or if you end up having like a lot of diarrhea, something very similar to the stomach virus. Now, I had the stomach virus last year for my birthday, and it only lasted about 2 days. But depending on how badly it is, it can last anywhere up to 10 days. This year, I'm actually on day 10 of my stomach virus. Now, I probably don't seem like I have a stomach virus because it was actually a lot worse last week than it has been this week. Now, my body's still kind of recuperating, so I am feeling a lot better now. But I wanted to give you guys a few tips on how to actually, not 100% cure, because there's no way to cure stomach virus other than just time. But some of the remedies that I actually use on my own daily basis as to when I actually get the stomach virus, what I do in order to get back to eating back to normal. Things that you need to get first are fluids. So the main important things to do is when you're vomiting a lot, or whether you're having diarrhea, you're releasing a lot of toxins, you're releasing a lot of the vitamins that you need in order to keep you energized on a daily basis. So one of the things that I wanted to get was just a basic water, and what I got was I purchased a Smartwater. And the thing about Smartwater is it has some electrolytes in order to put all those vitamins back into your body and help fight your system. A lot of people drink ginger ale. I normally drink ginger ale too, but what happened is I started to notice that after a while the ginger ale wasn't, it was kind of counteracting what it was making it worse. It was only just basically making it worse. So I usually follow a diet called the Broth diet when I'm on this. Now, this is not something that you need to do. This is just my own personal experience as to what I do, and this might actually work for some of you. It's not going to work for everyone. The Broth diet consists of eating just bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. Now, in your first few days, you're gonna end up, it's gonna probably end up being really bad that I wouldn't suggest taking anything within the first 24 hours. The only thing I would recommend doing would be something extremely, extremely light. Maybe the applesauce and maybe just the water, just to keep yourself hydrated, because the biggest thing is that everyone gets dehydrated when they get a stomach virus. So the first 24 hours, I normally just stick to water, and I'll stick to either the applesauce, and if I can hold it down, I'll stick to the bananas. So the two drinks that I most likely recommend would be Smartwater, because it has a lot of electrolytes. A lot of people end up purchasing a ginger ale, which is good, or if your stomach can't hold that, you can also buy Zico, I think it's called. It's basically coconut water. And it has a lot of vitamins, it has a lot of electrolytes, and another one would probably be Gaterade, because Gatorade also has a lot of vitamins and electrolytes in it, just to help your body retain that energy that you need. If you don't like Gatorade, I personally don't like Gatorade because it has a lot of high fructose corn syrup, and that's just too sugary for me, and I just don't like that. So I basically stuck to the Zico to give that a try. And it actually tastes really good. I'm actually drinking it right now. And the first thing I would probably recommend doing would be taking sips before you take gulps of drinks, and see how everything holds down. Now, the foods that I would recommend obviously are bananas, which I don't have at the moment, but I do like toast, so I'll get like toast. Another thing that I'm eating right now is watermelon. You really want to stick to foods that are bland in taste. You don't want anything that's too flavorful. You don't want anything that's either dairy related, and you don't want anything that's too spicy, because that's going to end up upsetting your stomach. And dairy is a little bit more, will make your stomach a little bit more sensitive also. Another thing that I ended up trying were the Saltines, because I love Saltines, eating from time to time. The Saltines in the beginning of the first, when I first started to feel bad, wasn't so good, only because I can tell the salt was doing the complete opposite also. And I normally eat saltines when I get sick too. But the saltines, what happened is, if you don't know, the salt actually makes you bloated. So what was happening is I was eating the saltines, it was doing what it was doing, but it wasn't calming my stomach down as I wanted it to. So I let go of the saltines and I stuck to just plain toast. I actually have a pair of Pedialyte pops that are coming in, and that actually also has a lot of electrolytes. I ordered it from Amazon because I didn't have it in my daily grocery market, but I heard that Pedialyte frozen pops are also really, really good. Chicken broth, so I also recommend like soup. If you can get like a soup broth, nothing other than just like regular plain chicken soup, and try to get low sodium as much as you can. For health wise, around the house, to try to make yourself feel better, some of the products I would recommend would be, I would recommend washing your hands as much as you can, just so you don't get anyone else sick, and just to prevent yourself from just holding on to that disease a lot longer. So I like the Germ X hand sanitizer, which kills 99% of germs, and I just take that along with me to work. I keep it around the house, but the majority of the time when I'm in the house and I'm using the bathroom, I use Anti-Bacterial soap. Another thing I would probably recommend would be like Disinfectant wipes that kills like 99% of viruses. There's this one. Our Lysol also has another one. I usually wash like the countertops or the bathroom sink, the toilet seat, the kitchen countertops. I just wipe everything so that, you know, I'm just basically wiping out all the germs as much as I can. And then right before I leave for work to leave the house by itself, I spray the entire house with Lysol. And this kills cold and flu viruses, and it's 99% disinfectant spray. This one's just clean linen, only because I want the house to smell normal, not to, you know, like a spray around here. And I literally spray the couch with it. I know it's usually recommended to wash your bed sheets when you're sick, just so that you're not holding all those germs within the bed sheets. But I don't have like about 30 pairs of comforters and sheets. So if you're like me, this is what I recommend. I have like a regular sheet, and then I have like a comforter. So what I do is when I get under the sheet, in the morning when I'm getting out, I spray the sheet. And then I cover it up with the other sheet. And then I spray that sheet. And then I cover it up with the comforter. And then I spray the top of the comforter. So do you guys get it? I'm basically spraying every layer of whatever sheet you basically have with the Lysol spray. This way it's killing all the bacteria. And then I spray the entire room, the bedroom, once I'm done with that. I do the same thing with the living room, the couch, and I also do the same thing with the bathroom after I've cleaned up everything with the Lysol wipes also. This way you're trying to kill all the disease, as much as you can. Those are basically my only recommendations as of right now. I'm feeling a lot better, guys. I can tell you, the watermelon's not usually on the list, but it's very bland and it's really good. Another thing you can eat would be Jello. Jello's also really good. In the beginning, I did start off with bananas, and then I kind of got tired with bananas, so I started to think of other foods that I was able to eat. And then just little throughout time, you're going to start to realize that what your stomach wants and what it doesn't, what it's fighting against and what it's not. And I would say just slowly start to get back into eating normal foods, because at one point or another you are going to end up starving if you're like me, and you're not going to end up noticing what's the difference between you being hungry and what's the difference between you about to being able to throw up. So if it ever gets to that point, I would say just eat a snack first, see how it holds down when you first take a nibble of it, or a drink. I would say take a sip, and then just see if it holds down. If it holds down and you're starting to feel slightly better, I would take another bite and just slowly go through the entire process. You don't want to upset your stomach, and you definitely don't want to gouge anything down that you're going to end up regurgitating at the end. Those are basically my recommendations for fighting a stomach flu or a stomach virus. I hope you guys enjoyed my videos. If you guys have any tips or any other things that you guys can like leave me, just so I can realize it, I would highly recommend it. Because I would definitely love to learn what your opinion is out there. If you guys like my video, please click like at the bottom. If you're watching this video, you probably have the stomach flu or stomach virus, and I hope you feel much better. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care.